Green Tree Productions is proud to present Duncanville Weekly News. It's the good news just for the City of Champions, Duncanville, Texas. And now, here's your host, John Thompson.
Hello, world, America, Texas, and Duncanville, and welcome to this edition of Duncanville Weekly News for the middle of February 2019. Glad you're logged on and watching. Well, this is kind of a different show. The Pantherettes are finished up, and hopefully the Panthers are just getting started. So let's move right on into it, and here we go.
Hello, my name is Bill Dover, and I've been a resident of Duncanville for 46 years. And I've always enjoyed a lot of things about the city, but particularly watching our developments at our high school. You know, football season's over. That didn't end the way I like to see it. Baseball season isn't here, so I am ready for some real hoops.
Hoops? Did you say hoops? We gotcha hoops. Right here in the Hoops Corner on Duncanville Weekly News with all the highlights from the latest Duncanville Panther and Pantherette basketball games and a peek at upcoming games. The Hoops Corner is brought to you by James Memorial Chapel, Duncanville's only home-owned funeral home, and by Leon Miller Commercial Real Estate Properties on Main Street. And now, in the Hoops Corner, here's John with all the Hoops highlights.
Hello, Duncanville basketball fans, and welcome back to the Hoops Corner. Well, something unusual happened. The Pantherettes lost their BiDistrict game, and here's how. Tuesday night, these fans at Mansfield Timberview didn't know what was fixing to happen as the Pantherettes head to BiDistrict again. The number 4 place team out of 7-6A. Those South Grand Prairie Lady Warriors were the team that the Pantherettes had lost to by 1 back in December, and it was a normal first 3 quarters as Zaria hitting a short shot on the first possession, and then Naya makes a baseline drive and reverse layup. Kaya rebounds and scores. When Zaria can't get it to Kyria, she just drives it home as the teams swap baskets. Naya hits a 3-point shot. And after 1, it's 16-13. South Grand Prairie ahead. In the second, Naya drives through everybody for 2. Nothing highlightable but free throws the rest of the way, and the Lady Warriors lead by 1 at the half. The Pantherettes grab the lead early in the third quarter on a rainbow by Naya. On this inbounds play, Angel gets it to Kaira, to Deja, back to Naya, 3 more. Zaria scores on a break for a 7-point Pantherette lead 2.5 minutes into the third quarter. When Naya misses, Deja rebounds and scores. And then Deja dribbles and serves Angel for the rainbow. The Pantherettes go up by 9, but South Grand Prairie hits this shot at the end of the quarter, and it's 47-41 Pantherettes after 3. It took South Grand Prairie less than a minute to tie this game with 2 straight 3-point shots. On this inbounds play, Deja hits a 3-point shot. Missed free throws was the key. And here Deja misses a couple. And when down by 3, this easy basket made it a 5-point Pantherette deficit. This one made it 8 with 2 minutes left. A scary moment when Carrera gets back-headed and eventually went via ambulance to the hospital after the game. This late game basket by Hope was too little too late and outscored 30-13 in the fourth quarter. The Pantherettes lose this BiDistrict game 47-41 to South Grand Prairie. Lady Warriors. Naya had 18, Deja 16, and Sierra had 13. The next day, Coach Kathy Self Morgan announced her retirement.
Jane's Memorial Chapel is the only family-owned funeral home in Duncanville and is proud to offer caring and dedicated services from familiar friends. Rick Janes and his family, the owners of Jane's Memorial Chapel and Funeral Home, have served Duncanville area families in their time of loss since 1998. A beautiful and spacious chapel is offered, and Jane's serves all cemeteries. When it comes to finding people you can trust in a time of need, you can turn to Jane's Memorial Chapel. No one else knows families better. 811 South Cockrell Hill in Duncanville.
The final standings for the girls in District 8 6A look something like this. The Pantherettes tied for the district championship with Skyline. Richardson was 10-4. J.J. Pierce and Lake Highlands were 7 apiece. The Pantherettes mark up another district championship.
Leon Miller, Commercial Properties, is a proud sponsor on Duncanville Weekly News as he enjoys helping to promote our DHS athletes as no one else does. Leon owns office and retail space in the heart of Duncanville on Main Street. If you are looking for a convenient, accessible, and well-kept space for rent, call Leon at 972-709-7181. He will fix you up.
The Panthers finished up their season and started their playoffs, and here's how. They tried to hide where this game was played with W.T. White. Not even Becky knew that it was at Lowe's Fieldhouse in Addison before going to the W.T. White gym and getting a person on the street to tell her that the game was at Lowe's. Anyway, having beaten them by 57 at our place 3 weeks ago, it was no big surprise. Early on, Derek feeds Micah for a layup, then for a dunk. Damon makes a good move on the baseline for 2. And Micah again, another dunk. Derek out to Jabryant. Rainbow. Jemias is being nice and not slamming a dunk on this break. Keon kicks to Miles for 2 more. Robert takes a nice pass for a dunk. And Keon is loose for yet another dunk. And it's 30-8 after 1. Early in the second, Jabryant makes a drive and layup. And then Amari intercepts on the press. And Jabryant saves his pass back to him. And he just flips it up and in. That was typical of the game. Miles again. If there's a weaker defense than this, the Panthers haven't seen it, as Derek just hands the ball in to Damon for the layup on an inbounds play. And at the half, it's 58-16. Derek opens the third with a three-point hoop. It's time. Jemias. Dunk. It only happens 2 or 3 times a season, but the ball stuck between the backboard and the rim. On this inbounds play, Christian hits a rainbow. And after 3, it's 90-25. In the fourth, Damon grabs a loose ball and feeds Keon for a layup. And then Amari, bank shot, 2. Keon, rainbow. Christian, rainbow. Finally, it's over. 118-34. 7 Panthers led by Bryant with 18 points scored in double figures in this joke of a FUIL 6A game. The Richardson Eagles were in town to play the Panthers, and still a shot at the playoffs. And Micah gets it started right with Derek's pass for a dunk. Alec is back, so the Eagles are down by 8 and hold for the last shot of the first half. And as you'll see, they make it, but only get 1 point. But it's 34-28 at the half. At the half, the team state champions from the 98-99 season were introduced to the home side family.
Of the City of Champions, please honor our heroes tonight. The 1999 5A state champions. Richardson High School 45, your Duncanville Panthers 56.
They shoot! Man, it's so easy. It's so
From downtown.
That's it! Let's go!
final, Panthers 79 and Richardson 72. Much closer than last time. Jabryant had 18, Micah 16, Damon 15, and Jemias had 13 as the Panthers run undefeated in District 8-6A action with one game yet to play. The last district game, and I use that term loosely, was Tuesday night with those 0-13 Molina Jaguars, who the Panthers had beaten by 66 points last month, and Miles starts it with a basket in the middle of all 5 Jags. And then Kayon misses a 3-point shot, but rebounds. Christian's rebound, shot, and scores. And while Dad looks on, Damon hits a 3-point shot. Then Derek follows with a 3-point goal, and it's 24-2 after 1. In the second, Robert rebounds and dishes to Damon for the kiss off the basket. And 1. Then Robert hits a rainbow. Jabryant hits a rainbow. This is different. Keon disguises a pass to Antonio for a shot, who tips it to Jabryant for an easy 2 points. Another disguised pass from Robert to Damon. And at the half, it's 63-8 Panthers. With a couple of regular starters not playing this game, Miles is getting some time and starts the third with a fast break basket. Dej Lyons hits a 3-point shot, as does Jabryant. Snowbird for Antonio, and after 3, it's 87-17. Derek hits a 3-point shot in the fourth. This pass looks lost. Does anybody know her? Keon needs yet and gets another 3-point hoop. When Miles rebounds and a spoon feeds Dej, the Panthers have 100 points again. Antonio, another 3-point hoop. It's over. 106-24. 6 Panthers were in double figures scoring, led by Damon and Keon with 16 apiece. Monday night, the Panthers, the 8-6A district champions, met the 4th place finisher from 7-6A, those Waxahachie Indians in Waxahachie. Coach Peavy must have lost a flip. And this is the BiDistrict game, and it wasn't supposed to be this close. Jabryant gets things started with this driving layup. And then Derek inbounds to Micah, who scores in the lane. Jabryant again. Driving basket. Jemias feeds Micah. Dunk. Then Jabryant feeds Micah for a layup as the teams are swapping baskets. Damon, 2 and 1. Micah to Keon to Damon. And after 1, the Panthers lead 17-12. In the second, Jemias spots Keon underneath for 2. And then Jabryant spots Keon for 2 and 1. The Panthers then went on a couple of minutes without a score, and Indians tied it 3 minutes into the second quarter. Damon gets it going again with this 3-point shot. And then it's Jabryant to Jemias. Dunk. Then makes them pay for a poor pass out front as Damon takes it to the house to lead by 7. Waxahachie has the last shot of the first half, but at the half, the Panthers lead by 7. In the third, Damon drives the baseline, is semi-blocked, but rebounds and scores. And then Jemias. 2 and 1. The Indians cut the Panther lead to 3 with this 2-and-1 play. Jemias to Micah, 2. And then this three-point shot tied it at 47 with a minute left in the third quarter. Bryant feeds Keon for 2 points and the lead, but this three-point play gave the Indians a 1-point lead after 3. After Waxahachie scored the first basket in the fourth, Jemias trapped, gets it out to Bryant, who takes it home. This Indian basket put them up by 5 points midway through the fourth quarter. Lots of free throws down the stretch with Jemias leading the way, but Derek added a couple. And then with 15 seconds left, the Indians have the ball down by 3 and get to take 3 three-point shots, but none go. Final, Panthers 64, Waxahachie 61 in this bi-district game. Jemias had 17, Damon had 14, and Micah 13, and it's on to the Region 1 area playoff game. The Panthers won district at 14-0. Pierce was 11-3. Lake Highlands 10-4. Skyline was the other team that made the playoffs, and that's another district championship for the Panthers. So what's ahead for the Panthers in the playoffs? Here's a peek. The FUIL Region 1 area playoff game will be at Highland Park High School. The Panthers will meet the third place finisher from District 6-6A, the Hebron Hawks, who are in the Louisville School District but are in the city of Carrollton. The game will be at 7 p.m. Friday the 22nd at Highland Park High School. Hebron had beaten in bi-district the runner-up in District 5-6A, the Trophy Club Byron Nelson Bobcats. Highland Park High School is around Preston Road, Lovers Lane, Emerson. The gym is located on Douglas on the west side of the campus. We'll be back on or before February the 26th with the next edition of Duncanville Weekly News that will feature the first pitch of the Panther Dugout Show. Duncanville High School baseball starts this week, weather permitting. And if we can't get a game in before that, we'll take a look back at the history of the Duncanville High School baseball program. As we close, let's see more scenes from the City of Champions, and we'll be back February 26th.